Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're frantically running around during the Christmas and holiday season rush and wondering what you're going to give to a few people that you'd like to remember and like to give something to, then this is the video for you. Here we have some peanut butter cornflakes no-bake cookies. I will put the link to the video I made of these in the description box. They literally take 10 minutes to make and about 20 minutes to cool. Put them on a pretty plate, add a covering and a bow and a pretty tag, and you have a nice gift to give your neighbors. Next up, we have chocolate-covered peanut clusters. You just need a package of chocolate-flavored candy coating and a 1-pound container of salted peanuts. I also have a video on how to make these, and I'll put that link in the description box as well. The directions for melting the candy coating are on the back of the package. And I just do it in the microwave, so you do it for 1 minute, and then after that you do it in 15-second increments until you can stir it and it's melted. Then add the peanuts and drop them by teaspoons or tablespoons onto wax paper and let that cool and set up. Here I'm just putting them into a cellophane treat bag and tying them with a pretty ribbon, but you could also use a mason jar or a pretty container or a treat box to put these in. And everybody seems to love these. I found this recipe in the newspaper in the late 70s or early 80s for homemade biscuit mix. So you can take a screenshot of this frame if you want the recipe, and I'll go over it quickly with you. To a large bowl, I've added 8 cups of flour. And now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 8 teaspoons of sugar. Then stir everything together well. Then I'm going to cut in 1 cup of shortening with my pastry blender. When it looks like this, it's done and ready to put into either a mason jar or another pretty container. This will last about a month in your refrigerator. To spiff it up just a bit for gift giving, I am just going to take some fabric and make it into a circle. Trace a circle from a plate and then cut it out and then put it on the top of the canning jar. Then I add a ribbon and the printed recipe. I just put it on a 3x5 card and it's just in my handwriting. But you could do a fancier version on a computer if you're good at that. I put the recipe for biscuits, and then on the back I also put the recipe for the mix. And I should have written on there that it was good for coffee cake and pancake mix as well. So I'm showing you this again if you want to take a screenshot for the recipe to make the biscuits. You use 1 cup for each batch, and I was making a double batch here, so I used 2 cups. And I didn't realize that I had done the recipe wrong until I went back to edit the video. But you use 1/3 of a cup of milk for each batch. So I should have used 2/3 of a cup of milk, and I ended up using a whole cup. And I actually thought that I should have put a little bit more milk in it because the mixture seemed a little dry to me. But fortunately, it worked out. It wasn't too wet because we live in the southwestern part of the United States, and it's a very dry climate. So I think that's the only thing that saved me on that. I sprayed a pie plate with nonstick cooking spray, and now I am just taking some portions of the dough and shaping them into biscuits. You can drop these by spoonfuls if you'd like, or you can roll them out and cut them out with a biscuit cutter. But I was kind of in a hurry, and I decided to just do it this way. And with this double batch, I was able to get 6 very large biscuits out of it. I baked these at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. After they came out of the oven, I put some butter on top of them. And I'll admit they look very dry and crumbly, but they were delicious. We had them this night with sausage gravy over top. So I split them and buttered them and then spooned the sausage gravy that I had made over top. And my husband had a couple of fried eggs with his. So if you make this mix to give as a gift for neighbors or friends or family, you might want to put the idea on there or label it as biscuits and gravy for Christmas breakfast. And if you wanted to take it up a notch, I have seen packets for white gravy mix, or I've even seen cans of sausage gravy in the grocery stores. This is a batch of caramel corn that I made. It's very quick and easy because I make the caramel in the microwave. I have a video that I made for it and the recipe in the description box, and I will put that in a link in the description box. I had the idea to package it up into a popcorn box, but I wasn't able to find any. So I used this solo cup instead, packaging it into a sandwich bag and then putting it into the solo cup with a bow on top and a pretty name tag on the side. And this is one of those things that I make and it's gone quick and in a hurry. Next, I have some English toffee, and I also have a video of that I will leave the link to that in the description box. And so I made this up and let it set up. It takes a while for the chocolate to set up, but the toffee recipe itself is very easy and quick. It will take about 15 minutes to do. And I found this jar. You could package it up into a cellophane bag or a plate, or if you find a cute jar, or even, even if you wanted to use an old pickle jar that you've washed up and decorate with stickers, or have your kids decorate it with stickers, that would be great. I just used a piece of ribbon that I was recycling to make a bow. So here I have all of the items out that I made: the cornflakes cookies, the biscuit mix, the English toffee, the caramel corn, and the chocolate covered peanut clusters. All of them quick and easy and delicious, and anyone would be happy to receive them during the holiday season or any time of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have some tried and true things that you make for neighbor gifts or for family, or something that you can do in a hurry, leave that in the comments section. Goodbye.